Ladies and gentlemen, here we present the known or the unknown, or one and only, the Kaveri Sama. Yeah, please put your hands together for this chap. Hi guys.
Hello!
Boys and girls, studs and babes, huh? Everybody's in the house? Yeah! Yeah. So, welcome. Let's start with something heartwarming, right? Heartwarming, something that makes everybody feels good. I quit smoking. I know. Quitting smoking is the easiest thing in the world, right? I've quit 1,000 times. But no, for real, I quit for real this time. Do you wish to know why and how I quit? I'm going to tell you anyway. So it was a dark winter night. It was so cold that the moon herself said to us, "Fuck this, I'm going home." Alright? And I was strutting down the street of Gautam Budh Nagar, beautiful streets, man. And I found a pack of dogs. Doggies, Mr. Doggies! And I jumped and I squealed like a girl and I ran towards them and they were so happy to see me. And we played together for I don't know how long, alright? We were playing and having fun. And I said, okay, chalo, and I got up to leave, chalo, Mr. Doggies, chalte hain. And there was this little black puppy, a small baby black puppy, jumping at my feet, alright? And like, of course, I bent down to pat his head and tell him that he's a good puppy, alright? You have to pat a good puppy in the head, right? And I get this feeling. I get that feeling. That old, familiar feeling of tragedy and death. I don't know why I got this feeling. My instincts took over. I don't know what happened, alright? My right hand went to my pocket. And my tobacco was missing. Alright, keep in mind, this is like very premium tobacco, right? And I knew for a fact that if Mr. Puppy eats it, he's dead. Alright, no fucking way is that happening. Alright, now with my left hand, I grab Mr. Puppy. And my right hand goes into his mouth. Alright, and all of this happened in a span of 4 seconds. Everything, my instincts took over. Mera haath yahan gaya, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I grab him and my hand is down his throat and I find nothing. The horror. The thought process going on inside my head is maybe I dropped it somewhere else. Maybe I left it at home. Maybe I smoked it. Maybe I'm just torturing this poor little puppy in the middle of the night for no reason. I had a choice to make. Alright, I had a choice to make. What do I do now? My mind went blank and I did what I always do when in doubt. Go deep. So I shoved my hand into this poor little puppy. Alright, I was not thinking. I could be wrong. I might be killing this puppy. And halfway inside his body, I found it. Halfway inside his body, I found it and I pulled it out and I calmed Mr. Puppy down. He was squealing and screaming. I was like, koi nahi. And that night I thought to myself, if the cost of me smoking is the life of Mr. Puppy, then fuck that. And that is how I quit smoking. It was not my mother who made me quit. I did not quit for my health, not for my mother, not for my girl. I quit for Mr. Puppy. Remember, boys and girls, smoking will make Mr. Puppy die. Smoking will make your wife cry. Oh, speaking of addictions, any addicts in the house? Addicts? Any addicts in the house? Yeah? Shout it out, man, shout it out. Yeah. All right. Oh, I forgot the joke. Oh, no. The thing about addictions, man, like, people think that once rock bottom, people think once you hit rock bottom, it's all over. Means once you have hit rock bottom, you can always come back. I was 22 years old when my therapist said to me, "Are you have hit rock bottom? There's nowhere to go but up." And I said, "Huh, really? Let me show you." There is no such thing as rock bottom, baby. You stare into the abyss and the abyss stares back. Can you handle that? You guys can understand me, right? Clearly. Is there a problem? Because I really don't want this to go to like the last show when you could not understand me. You can understand me, right? I should speak slowly. समझ आ रहा है ना? Good. So today I decided, not today, means for this show I decided, I will not make jokes about women. Alright, no. Too easy, right? Too easy. But then I saw some women comedians on YouTube and I was impressed. Wow, women can be funny too. I didn't know that. Did you? Alright. So here we are, right? I have to, right? You women are not doing yourselves any favors. You are making it too easy for us to make these jokes. So let me start right off. I don't call them girls, I don't call them women. I call them bitches. Right? Now it has never been a problem for me. But apparently my words create a problem for other people. Alright, like there was this junior in my college. He comes up to me complaining and moaning one day. My junior says to me, "Sir, आपने आदतें खराब कर दी." मैंने बोला, "क्या हुआ?" बोलता, "सर, अब मैं लड़कियां नहीं बोलता, अब मैं bitches बोलता हूँ." उसे पढ़ी ना, मुझे नहीं पढ़ती. Man, it's not what is said, it is who says it, right? Like, and my words, especially my words towards women. Look, when I say bitches, there is no hate behind the word bitch, is there? Can you feel any hate behind when I say bitches? No, right? So keep that in mind. Like, this problem got so out of hand that I was at some festival, alright, and we all got drunk, and in the middle of the night, there were two boys and two girls in a car, and we were driving down this narrow lane. And I found a little doggy, alright, in the middle of the road, and a dead puppy on the road. We were all drunk out of our minds, alright, and I was driving. I know I should not, but it was just college campus area, we can drive there while drunk. So, and I immediately got out of the car. I went up to the scene on the road. There was this dead puppy on the road, and the mother was crying for the puppy. Alright, and I felt alright. This narrow lane is being blocked, and the other brothers and sisters were also there around, and they were all mourning. So I thought I have to remove the dead body, otherwise the mother and the other children will also die. Some other drunk bastard will run them over. So I just walk up there and I pick up the dead puppy. Now the bitch does not know me, the mother does not know me, alright. And at first, her reaction, she bites my leg. She bit me, alright. And she bit me and I was like, I was like, no! Alright. And then she just, alright. So I was like, fine. So I took that baby and I put him on the sidewalk, alright. And the mother came there and all the babies came there, and now on the road, at least they would not die under the wheels again. And I came back to the car and I said, all the people in the car were like, oh, you got bit. And I was like, Arey, don't worry. वो Mr. Doggy she bit me because she thought she was mourning, right? She did not know. It's quite alright, Mr. Doggy, there was no hate behind her bite. So I forgive Mr. Doggy. And this really, really close friend of mine is in the car and she goes, अच्छा, वो doggies हैं, हम bitches हैं. So, yeah. But now as over the past few years, I have reduced the term bitches. Now I say babes. All right. Yeah. All right. So, let me tell you another story. I was in this hospital, all right, in a ward. It was a typical weekday. Everybody was busy working. And I suddenly got another feeling. Another old, familiar feeling. Crazy incoming. I don't know. I started panicking, all right. I don't know why I'm panicking. My body is in fight or flight mode. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I look towards the door. And a woman walks in. A stone cold 10 on 10 knockout. Alright. This is the most beautiful babe anyone has ever seen. Alright. And the entire ward is stunned. Alright. Everybody is looking at her. Everybody is thanking God. Thank you, God. Itni sundar beauty banai tumne. But I know what's up. Alright. I go hide behind a pillar. Alright, no. Because fight or flight, right? What do I do? Where's the threat? Now, this woman walks in. She just walks straight in, alright. The eyes of a snake. The gait of a panther. The hips of a hippopotamus. I mean, she was so damn beautiful. Estrogen was pouring out of her skin. Alright. And I'm like, crazy alert. Mad bitch, run! Now this girl, alright, this babe, she walks in. She walks straight. She walks straight to a tall, young stud of a doctor. Alright, she walks up to a tall, young stud doctor in a lab coat. She talks to him for 2 minutes, and a 7-foot tall, manly stud is crying. A tiny little hot babe made a 7-foot tall doctor, the manliest, most confident man on the planet, cry like a bitch in front of everyone. Alright? And everybody is looking at the tamasha. And suddenly, Mr. Happy goes, oh, by the way, have you met Mr. Happy? This is Mr. Happy. So, while that man is crying and everybody is horrified, Mr. Happy is like, alright. I'm like, calm down, Mr. Happy. Now is not the time. Alright. Like, you guys know the hot crazy scale, right? If she was a 10 on 10 on hotness, she was a 20 on 10 on crazy, man. I mean, that is off the charts. Now suddenly she's looking for another victim. I'm sorry, I'll do what again? All right. So now she walks up to an old veteran doctor, all right. I mean, this guy is the most experienced doctor in the ward, and she's insulting him, calling him incompetent, impotent, etc., etc. And I'm just standing there thinking, damn. And Mr. Happy goes again like, I'm like, shut the fuck up, Mr. Happy, not now, not now, no. Alright. So, like, things happened and I made a fatal mistake. I made the mistake that I looked at her. Looking at her was not the mistake. I looked at her and I smiled. Right? If you would know, there is one golden rule in a hospital: you are not allowed to smile, especially as a doctor. You will be killed if you smile in a hospital. And this is not for patients, only for doctors. I know why doctors hate another doctor smiling. They cannot tolerate it. तेरी हिम्मत कैसे हुई खुश होने की इतने मौत के आसपास? So I made the mistake. I smiled. I did not smile at her. I'm just a happy person. I was smiling and I accidentally looked at her. Bad move. She walks up to me. She knows, oh, eye contact is more than enough. So she walks up to me and look, it was a long time ago. I don't know what she said, but it was a lot of nonsense. All right, and I already know, I've heard it all. How do I know? Don't ask me that. But I know there is nothing new you can tell me. And I'm standing there. She starts off with some insult, all right. Smiling. All right. She says something else. She keeps escalating. I know I don't remember exactly what she said, but she said that I have a small penis. She said, "Maa ka doodh piya hai," or something to that effect. And I was just standing there, all right, and I knew what's going on. And I said, "Arey ladki hai." The lanes are... No, I will not insult women. But you know, right? Acha, how do there is another thing you should know. When that girl attacked the stud doctor, right, every other woman in the ward left. Every other woman in the ward left because every woman knew that bitch be crazy, she's gonna burn everything in her path. Apologies, I digress. The point being that she kept insulting me, and I took it like a champ. And touch this, bulletproof. But she zeroed in on my insecurity. She's apex predator, right? She knows what everyone's weakness is. And I used to think I have no weakness. But actually, there is nothing you can say to me that will get me pissed now. But back when I was young, 4 years ago, I'm still young, I don't know what look, this is extempore, all right? I did not plan this, but what I do remember is she said something that triggered me. Small penis does not trigger me. Here, take a look, all right? Like, माँ का दूध पिया है, नहीं पिया, तो क्या हो गया? All right? She said the worst things you can say to a man. Now, I don't remember what she said to me. I think she said something about my dad. That's what she did. माँ पे जा रही है चलेगा, इस पे जा रही है चलेगा, वो मेरे बाप पे चली गई. I did not like that. I did not like that at all, and that got a reaction out of me. And she suddenly, that, you know, that lippy smile, पकड़ लिया, अब कहाँ जाएगा? अब, you know that smile that women get when they know they have you by the balls. And she knew that she cannot insult me, so she insulted my father. She insulted my father, Mr. Happy was like, and I'm like, calm down, Mr. Happy, calm down, now is not the time. And Mr. Happy says, I am not Mr. Happy. I am Jupiter's cock himself. And I'm like, fuck no, I'm not fucking with Jupiter's cock. He's your problem now, bitch. And we have been fuck buddies ever since. Ooh, the crazier they are. You know what I'm talking about. The crazier they are you too young to know? Man, I love me some crazy. The final joke. Yeah, now I'm going extempore, right? तुम लोगों ने मेरे को जल्दी मचा दिया. The last 5 minutes were extempore. I was gonna finish with an amazing joke, but I totally forgot और वो मेरे फर्रों में भी नहीं है. All right, let me just end it. I think that's enough. All right, before I finish, let me say one thing. Extempore. What do I end with? What should be my final words? What should be my final words? It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero, huh? Cheerio, guys. Thanks for coming. I really love you guys. You made my day. I mean, all my friends ran away. There were 15 friends. I would not wish these friends on my enemies, man. Matlab, they made sure, I love you. Kisses.